Hello, and welcome back to my channel. Today, I will be teaching all of you how to use NikeShoeBot. Is an all-in-one bot that supports Shopify, Foot Sites, Supreme, and other sites. Today, I will show you all the features and all you need to know to cook with NSB. Please note that my setup may vary from yours. There is no one correct setup. Setup varies between user, as there are multiple factors that goes into cooking shoes. It seems like a lot of work, but once you have your setup down and you're consistently hitting, the money that comes in will be well worth your price of either $350 or $500, depending on if you got it from a group buy or not. So I got my copy for $350 because I got it from a group buy with my group called Drop a Clock. And Drop a Clock is a cook group that can help you secure releases and all the sneakers that you need. Definitely without Drop a Clock, I would not be cooking as much as I do right now. So if you are interested, make sure to DM me on my socials down below, and I will make sure to send you the link to join, as as the group is sold out now, but I am able to allow people to come in with my personalized link. Thank you. So let's get right into this. So what you want to do is basically you want to open up NSB. You will see, if you haven't opened up the bot yet, you will see a little field that says key and activation token. You just enter the coordinated tokens and then it will bring you to this screen. So basically, let's just get an overview of all the tabs. So basically you have your tasks. This is where you will manage your tasks and see how the bot is doing. It's kind of the main dashboard. Here you have proxies. Of course, here are my various proxy lists from various providers. It shows the number of proxies and the date created. If you want to, actually, let me get into that after. Here we have billing. I'm probably gonna have to blur this out, but here you have all your billing, and we'll go more to depth with that later. Here are your CAPTCHA solvers. This is where you manage your CAPTCHA solvers to solve CAPTCHAs, which are probably one of the most important pieces to copying sneakers. Here you have your monitors, which I will go into more depth about later, but this is where you can see items that pop up and create quick tasks and all that. Here, if you go to profile, you have your machine ID. Probably have to blur that out, the current version, and how many days you have left. You can also check for updates, which I am up to date. And you also have a deactivation option here. And then of course you have your cop tab. I just a month ago I bought a new PC, or built a new PC I should say. So whenever you transfer to a different computer or machine, it gets rid of all your data, including your success. But I have had at almost 100 checkouts with NSB thus far, so I'd say I have some pretty good success with the bot. So let's get into this. I want to make this as short and as detailed as possible. So let's get started. Here you have your start tasks, stop tasks. This you can click on. You don't have to click it, but if it's flashing, like if there's a CAPTCHA, it'll be blinking. So if no CAPTCHAs are popping up, you'll want to click this and it'll pop up with the required CAPTCHA. Here you can edit your tasks in bulk. with whatever you want to edit. And then you can, of course, delete all your tasks. And here you can actually filter your tasks so that if you only want a certain site, and you have multiple sites, but say they drop at different times and you only want to focus on one release at a time, you can just say Supreme, and then it'll only show your Supreme tasks. So here you can import and export tasks right here. This is the monitor. Here basically items pop up whenever they release, or whenever a Shopify loads an item. So you can just put your size, the mode. Most of the times, actually I'm gonna go into depth with the mode after, but the mode is actually very important. Here, of course, you choose your billing profile, and if you want a proxy list. As you can see, an item just loaded up on Noir France, which is a European site. They loaded this coming soon image, but usually there will be an image of the actual shoe. Here you can create a task. Here you can copy the link, which obviously will copy to clipboard, and here will mass change URLs, which means if whatever task you have with the Noir France, excuse me, if you have any tasks with this site, it'll mass link change all the tasks with that site to that specific shoe link, if that makes sense. And of course, if you guys have any other questions, just let me know, comments, and I will respond. Here, of course, probably what is sometimes mostly confusing to people is the task creation. I always get questions on, what what mode should I put, what size is, link variant, or keyword. So I will explain all of that right now. So basically, here you can select your site. For the sake of this, I'm going to be only discussing. This is based on U.S. releases. European releases are almost completely different. So if you guys want me to do a European setup, I actually lived in Europe for a short period, so I do kind of know the setup. So just let me know. For the sake of this, we're gonna go with Kith, one of the Shopify sites that gets a lot of stock, depending on the shoe, of course. So here, at least with Kith, you're gonna want to run a link. But that's just for Kith. Most of Shopify sites, you're gonna want to run keywords. So of course, if you have an early link to the product, put a link here. Variants, you're gonna need a cook group or a variant tool to harvest the variants. Basically, a variant is like this special sequence of numbers that you put in there, and it will pinpoint an exact shoe and size on the site. It's the fastest way, but I find it very difficult for users. Modes, let's look at the modes. So safe mode, it's your general safe mode. I don't use this mode too much because most of the sites have bot protection, but you should really run this mode only on restocks and sites with no bot protection. Fast mode, it's pretty much the same thing, just safe is less of a chance for the task to get banned. And then Cyborg 3.0 is for sites with anti-bot. And checkout link is where it'll send the link to the checkout to your webhook, and you can check out manually if you want. But I find that using the auto checkout modes, it's a lot faster. So, and then you do your size. If you just want a random size, put RA. If you want the first available size, you do FA, last available, LA. I think last available is an option. Number of tasks, of course, you do like whatever you want. Here you can select your proxy list, and here you can select your billing profile. Delays, basically you're gonna want to run very high delays 2 minutes before a release with a site bot protection. I'm not gonna go too much into detail, but usually I'll run around 4,000 milliseconds for both. You can schedule the task if you want it to run at a certain time. If the site requires a login, you can put your login details. And if NSB tells you to put on force capture, they will. So that's pretty much it for your tasks. With your proxies is pretty general. You create a name. You put a proxy. Of course, this isn't a real proxy, but you just copy and paste your proxies, and then you can do a latency check, which will check to see if your proxies are good or bad. Of course, this isn't proxy. It'll pop up with bad. Yep. And the validate format will make sure that your proxies are in the correct format. And you can also adjust the window size if you want to. Here are your cookies. Basically for sites like foot sites and such, you'll need to harvest cookies in order to check out. So these are where it'll show how many cookies you have. Speaking of cookies, all you need to do to make a cookie generating task is just go to whatever site that needs cookies, click on the generator, and just harvest your cookies, and come back later to see if it harvests any. Here you have your profiles again. This is where you put your information to check out. Of course, here you have all the information, the country, profile name, and you can put a checkout limit, whichever one you would like. I'd put no checkout limit because in the rare case that I do have to check out or I want to check out more than one pair, I don't have to go and change it. You can also create a group of profiles, so that if you're making a lot of tasks, you can just put the group instead of doing each individual profile once. And your captcha solvers, you just put whatever name. The name doesn't matter. If you want to put a proxy, you can. I don't, but it may vary upon your setup. It's original or vanilla. I do not know the difference between these modes, to be honest. I just do original, but it does not really matter to me. Here you have your V3 solvers. You can only open one at a time. Or can you open multiple? Oh yeah, you can already open one at a time. All you do is you open this, and then you just log into your Gmail in another tab, and then the captures just pop up. If you want to edit all, do that. If you want to log into YouTube, and if you want to delete your capture profiles. Here are your monitors. Of course, I get my monitors from Jaffa Clock. Then I went over the profile. Right here, you enter your webhook link. It's pretty general. And then here you can put your accounts. And then of course your cop tab. You can take a picture of it. It'll take a screenshot, and you just save it. I think that just about concludes our NSP tutorial. If you guys have any questions, let me know. If you guys have any questions about securing an NSB group buy, let me know. And if you guys would like me to do a review on any other bots, I could probably do a review on Cyber, Kodai, Balco, Phantom, Rattenfanger, Adept. Well, maybe not Adept because I don't have it anymore. Nah. Whatever you buy you guys want, I'll do a review. I'll rent one out if I have to. And yeah, that's just not gonna conclude our tutorial. Of course, you can see the cookies pop in here. Anyways, that's gonna conclude our tutorial. I'd like to thank you very much for watching. Thank you for support, and see you guys. Good luck.